This is Capture the Flag match I recorded today. It was in the middle of the match. I saw a laser cannon dev up there and just started to move out of the way. He gets me a little bit later. There's two of them on the other team, and they're both very good. And they've probably taken the expedient into putting a dot in the middle of a monitor so they can no-scope people. Normally there's some scatter on it, but it's only really noticeable at long distances. It's short. It's pretty much a melt-a-gun. I'm running out again. I still have my Legion of the Damned skin and my power sword on. The little triple dash there thing is something I get into the habit of for this type of mode. If you jump as an assault, you drop the flag, but if you do those dashes, which are faster than the jump, you don't drop it. He's one of those laser cannon devs that's very, very good. The other one is Captain Fuzz. And I absolutely hate this map. This is just this big sniper nest map. You can't realistically get into the nests very well because there's both floors. Shot him. I probably should have run at him, and I missed my throw with a grenade. I get him later in a second, though. He's run off to the side. Splat. That little shoulder thrust thing there is an interrupt attack. I throw a few of them more of onto the match. Many assaults will just spam the attack key, and it's really not a good idea. If you hit an interrupt, they won't be able to attack for a second, and yeah, there's some latency in the match. Interrupt attack, he misses a shot, and that guy kills me. He's actually a little bit closer than what the screen is showing. There's some latency, yeah. A few host migrations throughout the match. They take a bit of time. Out again. This is really not an assault-friendly map. There's just almost no cover out in the middle. There's almost no way of getting into these nests at all. You basically have to be inside of it to try and jump into the second level, because the third floor will block you pretty much every time. And you need to be pretty much on top of it at that. I'm hoping that if Relic ever unites all the maps they have, that this gets yanked from rotation, because it's just a bad map. I mean, if you want to camp as a sniper, there's nothing anyone can do to stop you from it. Throw a flashbang and try to jump on here and miss completely. I think he gets me here. I miss both of them. They get me. If you've got about 4 or 5 people camping in the flag zone, and usually you do, it's very, very difficult to get in there. This is the Storm Bolter. I was just going to show it off. I have the first perk, but not the second. I'll eventually try and get it. The second one is the second perk for the Storm Bolter is a lot like the Bolter Targeter. It cuts down on the scatter of the shots very significantly. It still won't turn it into a sniper weapon by any stretch of the imagination, but it's better than nothing. I realized someone was behind me, and it just took too long to react to it. And he gets me. Then I go back to my classic assault. I like the flame effect on the skin, though. It seems to glow in the dark. Interrupt attack keeps him from shooting for a second. Stomps keep him shooting again. I think he had Iron Halo, Feel No Pain, because he took a while to die. Try to jump in again, and nope. I hate this map. Throw a blind. I was trying to see if I could grab the flag, and I don't think I managed to. I walked right by it. Here I try again. I think I get pretty far, but not quite far enough. Everybody's shooting at me. You will not see a single teammate come to my aid. Get caught on the edge. And I'm dead. Not a single person bothered to help. That happens a lot in the Capture the Flag modes. No matter what match you play, everyone else has decided it's really an annihilation match and decided by how many kills you have. I get killed again. I'm also not on the team that's any good. Run out again. Get shot at immediately. Can't get away. Interrupt attack. People aren't quite used to them because they're so used to assaults. Just run up to him and spam attack, interrupt, and I kill him. It does a small amount of damage, not enough to be a real melee swing, but good enough. That and it keeps assaults from attacking for a split second, and they're generally not used to what that means. I can generally place grenades anywhere I need them to be, but in this map it just doesn't help. You can put a grenade in there, but it's just very, very difficult to try and get into those nests. I get killed again. That's pretty much the match for me. I desperately try to get in there and just get killed repeatedly. I absolutely hate this map. I was trying out the Vengeance Launcher again. It's a good weapon, it's just on a bad map. And somebody just falls off. I've done that once or twice before. Try to hit the edge and I just miss. Generally, if you hit interrupt attack, it'll face the attacker and then throw it, but it didn't there, and I got killed. I probably wouldn't have been able to kill him because I had serrated knife as well. The axe takes a while to swing, and the knife doesn't. It's about as fast as a chainsword. Basically the same amount of damage. Slightly less, but it doesn't matter on the end. There I get up on top. I miss my shot there, but it'll keep his head down. Drop down. If you do the ground pound slam, a lot of people assume you're an enemy. If you just fall, they have the habit of assuming, well, it's just an assault plopping down next to me. He decides to get in my way, and I'm dead again. Thanks, ball. And everybody gets killed before I can get in there. I get one of them. Good enough. Run off to the side. Throw a blind in. I think everybody but the guy in the back. So I go for him first. Interrupt attack. And everyone's around here. And get fried almost immediately. There's about 4 or 5 of them camping around the flag. Had I thought about it, I probably should have put a plasma cannon on one of my dev builds just so I could knock people out of there. This is one of the few matches I'd really consider use of the plasma cannon fine because you're going to have about 6 or 7 people camping the flag all the time. Just trying to get them out of the way is best bet. That's Captain Fizz. Very, very good laser cannon shot. And probably has a dot on its monitor to tell him where the reticule is. It doesn't normally if you're just walking around. It only has one if you scope, but people realize very quickly the dot should be in the middle of the screen. I'll put a marker there and make a dot. I think that's Captain Fizz there. No, it's the other guy. That's no scoping, essentially. Pop out real quick, line up the dot with the guy's head and fire, and there's nothing you can do about it. And somebody else gets him here. The match is pretty much over. The other team really doesn't seem to be interested in flags. I believe I'm the only one that's tried to grab it so far. 20-some seconds left. Hammer assaults can't really do the triple dash. I don't know why. Maybe it's just an issue of timing, but I try here anyway, and I don't think I get very far. I thought for a second I'd be able to do it, then I get gunned down, and no help from my teammates still. If you ever want to know why people on the internet throw fits on multiplayer games so much, play a few rounds of Capture the Flag. It is a game that depends on teamwork, and you're very rarely ever going to find anybody who is. There's the score.